Let's try this again. I tried going live a little bit ago and it wouldn't let me. Good morning. It is warming up here in northern Idaho. Had a beautiful morning. Spin this around here. Beautiful morning. Sun is out. We are praising God for that. Keeping the tent warm, and we just finished milling the logs we had in the back of the truck. We are actually milling up our wall logs that we were planning to build the log cabin with so that we can stick frame and get under roof faster. So as I've mentioned, this cabin is going to be stick frame. The other cabin that we will build, the other guest cabin, will be built the same as our house with the vertical logs. But we'll show you this process because this is quick and easy, and anybody can do this if they're willing to try. Mountain Man is cleaning off the sawmill right now and getting rid of the sawdust, and that is a huge help because it's really icy here. Over here it's good and muddy, so the sawdust helps. We're told that in Alaska they do this a lot, and it ends up really making good solid ground. They put it on top of the mud and it just compacts things. It says it gets like concrete, so that's what we chose to do there. But we are making huge progress. We actually have, spin this around again. We have 3 logs left yet from yesterday, and we're letting them there on the deck in case we need a certain type of cut, and that way the logs are accessible and here and ready to go, and we don't have to go fetching trees to make it happen. And as you can see, we got a lot of 1-bys out of those logs. We need to mill some more 1-bys and a lot of 2x5s. So that is what our day is going to consist of. And yesterday I shared my winter tip with you. The link is down below in the description of that video, but I forgot to mention it. But it's also down below in this video. And if you missed that winter tip, being in this snow all day long, you know, you're on cold ground. My feet are notoriously always cold. My feet and my hands. And I think that's part of the autoimmune issues I have. But one thing that has greatly helped me over the last 3 days is Shriner's Herbal Solution. We found it at the feed store in town, and we're using it on copper. But it's all herbal, it's comfrey, and it has cayenne in it, and there's other herbs in it as well. Off the top of my head, I'm not recalling what they are. But cayenne stimulates circulation, and the fella at the feed store said that he's out hiking and cross-country skiing in the winter, and he sprays it on his feet. So I decided to give it a try, and it's amazing. The first day it felt weird because my feet were just numb, cold, and pain, you know, full of pain. But yesterday, for the first time I think ever in my life, my feet were actually sweating. So I've got like some really good circulation going on, and I'm real excited about that because we were out all day yesterday. We're going to be out all day today, and even though it's warm, I'm standing on cold ground, frozen ground. So I'm thankful to be able to keep my feet warm. The other thing I shared down below is natural pain remedies. As we do this, it's very invigorating, it's very rewarding, but it's also grueling on the body. You know, when he's on that mill, he's in the same position all day long, and it just wears on his neck. It's no different than me being in front of the computer when I am writing and that. It's just rough on the neck and shoulders. So there are certain things that we utilize to make life easier, and we focus on natural remedies all the time. The other thing is when you are out and you're limbing and doing different things, felling the trees, you're utilizing different positions and stepping up and over things. So it's very common also to get a lot of leg cramps and cramps in muscles that you haven't been using. And many people just get cramps on a normal basis. And a lot of times you'll hear people say potassium is the go-to, eat more bananas. But magnesium is also very important. And one thing we've found as a result of my illness, actually, because my neck muscles started tightening on me. I had a lot of problems with my muscles in my skeletal system, and I needed to learn how to loosen these muscles because it was actually very nerving. It was tightening my throat down, And my friends over at PureLifeHealthStore.com, which that will be coming soon, they are out of St. Mary's, Idaho, and awesome people. Denzel and Suzanne do a lot with the natural medicines, and she was using the magnesium to loosen muscles for herself and recommended that I try it, and it's amazing. Using magnesium oil is a very quick option for sore muscles, tight muscles, as well as cramping muscles. You want to be careful in overusing magnesium. It's no different than doing an Epsom salt soak. You want to be really careful with that because, again, with anything, you know, too much is not good. So just be cautious with that. We had 2 eagles fly over earlier, and it was just amazing. I heard something yip. I don't know, maybe it was him chewing on that. I don't know, but he's looking back there too.
Good girl.
Good girl, missus. They are alert and keeping an eye out for us. But the links are all below for the things I'm mentioning. Another thing is arnica. Arnica is an amazing, amazing herb. It's good in healing, for inflammation and swelling, and bruising as well. When the mountain man took his ride on the ladder when we were building the first homestead, he fell 16 feet to the ground and landed on his one heel because his foot hit the bottom rung of the ladder. Had he not done that, he would have been able to tuck and roll well, but that jarred his heel into the ground, and I instantly gave him arnica, and he didn't swell and he didn't bruise. It's just an amazing herb, but if you have high blood pressure, you need to stay away from it. So keep that in mind. Heart issues, high blood pressure, don't use arnica. Another really good thing is ditdajau, which is used a lot in the martial arts. And there is actually a recipe down below for it from Katie, the Wellness Mama, at wellnessmama.com. You'll find the link there. And also, oh, I saw something running. What was that? Something really big ran down there. Down at the tree line. Stay here. Stay here.
Hey! No! Get up here! Come here! Come here! Come here! Hey!
So anyway, what you want to... You can also find a link for it for sale as well. But that is amazing. I love the smell of it. It's a really good pain relief oil. So I've been slathering that in the mountain man's neck. But I love the smell of calendula, and that's one of the herbs that's in that. But we're going to keep going here. We have one of the neighbors popped in. So I'm going to jump off of here, but this is what we're doing here. We are milling our logs, and I'll jump back on later today and show you our progress, and maybe just by the will of God we will be starting our construction tonight, but if not, tomorrow for sure. So guys, take care. The links are all down below. If you need prayers, don't hesitate to ask for them in the comments below, or email us at prayers@trayerwilderness.com. And comments are not showing up real well lately since YouTube did some updates, so don't hesitate to email if you're trying to communicate with us if you have questions. And I want to answer Toika's question on the next video in regard to 5G. So we will catch up with you guys later. Have a good rest of your day, and God bless.